Hi and welcome to the Study Unifees Daily With series. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 10 most important things you need to do to get a great score in IELTS Writing Task 2. The first thing you need to do is address all parts of the task. As you probably know, many topics give you multiple tasks to do. For example, look at the first topic on your screen. Discuss both points of view and give your own opinion. Here, if you only discuss both points of view but do not give your own opinion, you will not have addressed all parts of the task. Look at the second example. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Here, if you discuss only the advantages and disadvantages, but do not comment on what outweighs the other, whether the disadvantages are greater or the advantages are greater, again, you will not have addressed the task completely. So the first thing is, you must address the task completely. All parts of the question must be answered. The second thing you need to do is develop your position completely. This means that your whole essay should be focused only on the position that you take. It also means that you must not stray off topic. The third thing you need to do is choose the most relevant points and explain them in a very convincing manner. For example, in an agree-disagree essay, you must choose the strongest reasons available and the most relevant. For example, in an advantage-disadvantage essay, you must choose the strongest advantages and the strongest disadvantages and explain them adequately. So, number 3 is choosing the most relevant points and explaining them very, very cogently. The fourth thing you need to do is make your essay coherent. Coherent means well organized. Your essay must have clear paragraphing. The discussion must be in clear-cut stages. Within your essay, your paragraphs should also be very coherent. Always start off with a topic statement. The topic statement must tell the reader what that particular paragraph is about. It basically underlines the scope of the paragraph. Then explain your topic sentence with convincing reasoning. Add an example and conclude the paragraph. The next thing you must do is make your essay cohesive. Cohesive means use certain joining words and certain signaling words. There are many ways to signal your discussion. For example, you could start one paragraph with firstly, the next with secondly, and the last body paragraph with finally. This clearly signals the stages of your discussion. For example, in an agree-disagree essay, you could start off with one reason for my belief in the first body paragraph. Then you could continue with another reason for my belief in the second body paragraph. In the third body paragraph, you could start off with perhaps the strongest reason for my belief. So these signaling words, which signal the stages in your discussion, are very, very important. Another way to make your essay cohesive is to use lots of joining words. The joining words, furthermore and moreover, are used to add related information. Because, thus, and therefore are used to join causes and effects. Despite the fact that and though are used to join contrary ideas. Use these judiciously but don't overuse them. This is the second part of writing a cohesive essay. Next, try and use some advanced vocabulary and also idioms. Idioms are basically metaphorical language that is figurative in nature. However, do not use any slang. Advanced vocabulary is words that are not used regularly, words that only advanced users of the language will know. Throughout your essay, use a very formal tone. Remember, this is just like the formal writing you've done in high school, and thus your tone should be formal throughout the essay. Use collocation correctly. Collocation is how you combine two words to convey meaning. For example, environmental pollution is a very good example of collocation because the word environmental is usually used next to the word pollution. Now, look at the two examples. Enjoy ad-free music listening in Spotify. This is an example of terrible collocation because music is not generally used next to the word listening. Look at the second example. Manila City has a lot of pollution in the air. Pollution in the air is also an example of bad collocation. What would be preferred here is air pollution because air and pollution go together. Use a lot of topic-specific vocabulary. For instance, imagine if you're writing an essay on the environment. Advanced words like degradation, sustainability, and biodegradable are all words that are associated with the topic environment. Thus, whatever your topic is, use vocabulary that is related to the topic. Use a variety of sentences. In many instances, you can use simple sentences. A simple sentence is just one set of subject, verb, and maybe an object. See the example. I support environmental conservation is a simple sentence. A compound sentence is basically two independent clauses. Here, the two independent clauses are I support environmental conservation, and the second one is my family recycles everything. Compound sentences are joined by and, or, but, yet, for, and so in the middle of the two independent clauses. You should also try to use as many complex sentences as possible. A complex sentence is one independent clause used along with the dependent or incomplete clause. Here, the dependent clause is because I care about future generations. The independent clause is I support environmental conservation because it stands alone. A complex sentence uses this kind of combination of clauses. Finally, you can also use the longest sentences, the compound complex sentences. These consist of at least two independent clauses and one dependent clause. What you need to do is write in a way that reflects a harmonious blend of different kinds of sentences. Finally, make sure that your grammar is correct. Also, make sure that your spelling is correct. Thanks for watching today's video. We'll be back soon with more insightful videos in the Study Unifees Daily With series. Contact us at studyunifees.io for help with your IELTS prep. Till then, all the best and take care.